This is a story of two states, Montana and Idaho, and their national park properties. In Discovery's America Yellowstone, we introduced you to the first national park in the United States, a small portion of which is in Montana and Idaho. The majority of the park, however, is in Wyoming. In addition to Yellowstone, Montana has 5 other sites on the official National Park Service Big List of 398. We'll cover those a bit later. There are 6 national park properties in Idaho, the flagship for which is Craters of the Moon National Monument. In southeastern Idaho, it's one of nature's most remarkable displays of volcanic hijinks, at least in the lower 48. One Oregon-bound pioneer who was following the Goodale's cutoff of the Oregon Trail described it as Devil's Vomit. We can all be happy Devil's Vomit National Monument didn't make the short list of park names. A weird and scenic landscape peculiar to itself is how Calvin Coolidge described Craters of the Moon when he established this national monument in 1924. Craters of the Moon is perhaps the only officially weird park in the national park system. In the 21st century, this park is a marvel of volcanic geology that can be a photographer. In southern Idaho, about 35 miles northwest of Twin Falls, the 4,300-acre Hagerman Fossil Beds National Monument contains the richest fossil deposits in the world in quality, quantity, and diversity from the late Pliocene period, which is the last glimpse of that time before the Ice Age. South, about 45 miles from Minidoka, is a magical piece of mountainous real estate, the City of Rocks National Preserve. This is a magical place, a silent city of tall spires, steeple rocks in all sorts of magnificent shapes, up to 600 feet. Its name came from immigrants during the early 19th century traveling the California Trail west. The Nez Perce National Historical Park is unique. It has sites in 4 states, Washington, Oregon, Montana, and Idaho. The Nez Perce people, Nimipu, have been part of the inland Northwest culture and history for 11,000 years. Glacier National Park, known as the crown jewel of the continent, is the #1 tourist destination in Montana. The 1,600 square mile multinational park spans the U.S.-Canadian border, joining with Canada's Waterton Lakes National Park. Glacier is here in northwest Montana, about 35 miles northeast of Kalispell, the nearest commercial airport. Built in 1932, going to the Sun Road, a 52-mile, 2-lane engineering marvel that crosses the park and the Continental Divide, is Glacier's most popular journey. Either by private car or the famous Glacier Park red buses, it's a spectacular trip. The Grant Coors National Historic Site in central Montana, near Deer Lodge, is a story of the largest cattle grazing operation ever to exist. This was the headquarters of a 10 million-acre cattle empire covering 4 states and Canada, run by Conrad Coors and his half-brother, Johnny Bielenberg. Open year-round. In Montana are several historic districts, which are part of the Park Service National Historic Landmarks Program. These properties are not considered national parks, nor are they on the National Parks Big List of 398, but interesting nonetheless and well worth a visit.